Before the MCU and the Arrowverse, Smallville was a reliable source of superhero action during its 10-season run on the WB and the CW. And the theme song goes hard. With its fresh-faced cast, Smallville was a perfect fit with the WB's roster of shows about sexy young people in small American towns. As Smallville raced up the ratings chart faster than a speeding bullet, a Season 5 episode introduced a new, hunky, aquatic hero.
Cameron just offered me Aquaman.
Yeah, baby.
No, not that Aquaman. This one.
Come on, Superboy. With you on the turf and me in the surf, we can stop this thing cold.
The producers of Smallville were dripping with excitement over the idea of an Aquaman spin-off. But when a pilot was greenlit, Aquaman was recast.
And they're like, so he said he can't have his own show.
What caused the casting shakeup? And why was the Aquaman spin-off a total washout? Also, why is Ving Rhames shooting a sea creature with a crossbow? Find out on Behind the Backdoor Pilot, Smallville. Welcome to Behind the Backdoor Pilot, the show that takes a deep dive into the wild and wacky episodes of beloved TV shows that are actually secret pilots for potential spin-offs. Subscribe to Atomic Abe and hit the bell to be notified when new episodes drop. When Smallville debuted on the WB in October of 2001, this new Man of Steel was decidedly different from his big and small screen predecessors.
Would you like a glass of wine?
No thanks. I never drink when I fly.
Smallville creators Alfred Gough and Miles Millar took a no-tights, no-flights approach to their Superman. Young Clark Kent, played by Tom Welling, balanced WB-friendly teen problems with his extraordinary abilities.
When he grows up, he has the speed and the strength, and then he gets, the heat vision, and he gets X-ray vision, and he gets all these other abilities. So they just kind of happen to him. It's like an exaggerated puberty.
Though Clark did eventually fly thanks to some awesome WB-level special effects. Fun fact, the WB enlisted Gough and Millar to develop Smallville after seeing their pilot for a series based on the Arnold Schwarzenegger action flick, Eraser. In an alternate universe, the WB could have greenlit Eraser, The Young Arnold Chronicles. Premiering with 8.4 million viewers, Smallville was a fast hit for the WB, spawning merchandise and a loyal fan base.
You had quite an extraordinary boy there, Mr. Kenneth.
By the 5th season, the Smallville creators were ready to make waves by introducing a new hero. The episode Aqua kicks off with a good old-fashioned lake party.
Thank you, Mr. Spot.
Where?
Oh, the WB, you were so wholesome. Aquaman makes his big appearance by saving Lois. Gratuitous peck shots in 3, 2, 1. Of course, this being Smallville, no one actually calls him Aquaman. Instead of Arthur Curry, the underwater hero gets the cutesy nickname AC.
Call me AC.
AC/Aquaman is played by Alan Ritchson, who made quite the splash as an American Idol contestant.
And you ain't had enough to eat. The glitter of
His chest.
AC sports the traditional Aquaman colors with a dash of "which way's the beach, bro?" surfertude. Like his comic book counterpart, AC is an expert swimmer, is in tune with aquatic life, and throws water balls. He's also horny on main for Lois. But AC's heart is really with his underwater pals.
Last year, he broke into the Ocean Village Resort.
What'd he steal?
8 dolphins.
Clark is all, "I thought I was the only hunk who can swim fast."
Am I the only one who thinks there's something fishy about this guy?
Which leads to an epic water fight. Just like Pee-wee and Francis. But in classic comic book fashion, AC and Clark team up to stop Lex Luthor's sonar weapon.
Looks to me like Mr. Luther's miracle weapon just self-destructed.
Ah yes, the old keep the special effects budget down via exposition trick. The episode even ends with an Easter egg.
Maybe we should start up a junior lifeguard association or something.
I'm not sure I'm ready for the JLA just yet.
A Justice League name drop? 2005 YouTube must have exploded. These days, superhero team-ups are fairly common. But back in '05, Aquaman palling around with Superman made quite the impression. Aqua was Smallville Season 5's highest-rated episode, and the WB made plans for an Aquaman show from the Smallville creators. Except it wasn't technically planned as a spin-off.
Huh?
According to Goff and Maher, the Aquaman series would be a fresh start for the character. Though the Smallville gang could potentially stop by, so it was also kind of a spin-off. Unfortunately, the WB and UPN merged to become the CW when the Aquaman pilot was in production. And Alan Ritchson belly-flopped with the new network management.
The president of the UPN had taken over, and he's looking at this roster of shows, the slate, and going, who the hell's that guy? Which is the same thing I would do.
Ritchson was out, and the search was on for a new Aqua stud. Will Toll, an actor best known as Briefs model in the Brittany Murphy rom-com Uptown Girls, was initially cast as Aquaman for the pilot. But like Alan Ritchson, Will Toll got the boot when the network decided to go in a different direction. Toll was tossed overboard, and the role of Aquaman ultimately went to Justin Hartley. Prior to scoring Aquaman, Hartley was rocking Mark McGrath hair in shirtless soap opera roles. For the Aquaman pilot, Goff and Maher repeated the successful Smallville formula by planting Arthur Curry in the fictional town of Tempest Key, Florida. Yes, this Aquaman is a Florida man. Also, like Smallville, they didn't bother to put the superhero's name in the title. The Aquaman pilot had the working titles Tempest Key and Mercy Reef. This Aquaman also goes by AC.
What's your name?
AC.
And is a beach bro / amateur eco-terrorist.
You want to know the real reason why I freed those dolphins? It's because I felt like they were calling to me.
So what are you saying? You can talk to fish now?
But the similarities to the Smallville Aqua episode stop there. Aquaman gets an origin in the pilot, as AC discovers he's actually the exiled Atlantean prince, Orin.
Exile from where?
It's called different names by different cultures. You probably know it by its most famous, Atlantis.
AC and his missing Atlantean mom even share Captain Planet-style glowing jewelry. Joining Justin Hartley is an all-star cast. Lou Diamond Phillips plays Arthur's adopted father. Ving Rhames is a fellow exiled Atlantean who dispenses deep thoughts.
If you look hard and long enough into the deep, something's going to start looking back.
And badass one-liners.
The only way to kill those scaly bitches is to nail them between the eyes.
You know, like every Ving Rhames character.
Pride. Pride only hurts.
Joining Ving Rhames in the schlocky fun department is Adrian Palicki,
Couldn't hide forever, Orin.
giving a better than the pilot probably deserves performance as an evil siren. Palicki is no stranger to failed superhero projects, having starred in NBC's infamously cheesy Wonder Woman pilot. The Aquaman pilot's mix of supernatural action and superheroics suggests a mashup of Smallville and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You know, that siren was just the beginning. There are creatures in the deep you couldn't imagine in your worst nightmares.
Look, there's even an Easter egg for Jaws fans.
This shark, swallow you whole.
With its strong cast and action-packed special effects-laden story, Aquaman seemed like a surefire pick for the CW's inaugural fall 2006 lineup. Lou Diamond Phillips even told MovieWeb, "There is so much buzz already." But once again, the WB's transformation into the CW caused Aquaman to go belly up.
You think I don't know how absurd this sounds?
As Al Goff told Wizard Universe, if there were still a WB, we'd be on the WB without a doubt. Justin Hartley later said the Aquaman pilot's failure was a career low point.
And I didn't quite understand the ins and outs of the business at that point. I just thought, we made this pilot, it's the biggest pilot of the year, it's Aquaman, so once I'm on the show, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get like water endorsements, so I already have my whole future plan. And then this weird thing happened.
What?
Where they said, we're not picking you up. and I almost didn't believe it.
But the Aquaman pilot eventually resurfaced on iTunes and Blu-ray, where it developed a cult following. As for the Aquamen, they became kings of the Hollywood sea. After the Aquaman pilot crashed and burned, Smallville cast Justin Hartley as Green Arrow and brought Alan Ritchson back as AC for 3 more episodes.
Nice toss for a fish out of water.
Hartley and Ritchson were both in the season 6 Smallville episode that introduced the Justice League. In 2016, writer-producer Stephen DeKnight revealed that a Justice League spinoff also almost happened. Yes, Hartley and Ritchson missed out on 2 Smallville spinoffs. Alan Ritchson went on to play another superhero, Hawk, on the HBO Max series Titans, and earned acclaim as the titular Reacher, opposite his former Smallville co-star Kristen Kruk.
My brother was murdered.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. Why?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
And Justin Hartley unleashed a different sort of waterworks for 6 seasons on NBC's This Is Us. While Aquaman sank on the small screen, the DC Comics hero eventually stopped being a punchline once Jason Momoa my-manned his way into the role.
You're welcome. I'm man.
Now how about bringing Ving Rhames in for the sequels?
Rotten hell, you scaly bitch.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Atomic Abe and click the notification bell for more episodes of Behind the Backdoor Pilot, and click the link in the description to buy retro movie, comic book, and TV t-shirts from 80s Tees. Want to support Atomic Abe? Click the thanks button to purchase a super thanks and receive your own animation and colorful comment for the comment section. Like this episode? Check out our video on the Incredible Hulk TV movies that tried to launch spin-offs for Thor and Daredevil.
This'll send you back to hell, you ugly troll!